So yeah, stuff like that. Is that what we're talking about? No.
Yes, Kevin, you're right.
That's what you wanted us to share.
Yes, good job.
No, I mean, for me, my grandmother was my everything. She took me to my first audition when I was 4. You know, I grew up in musical theater, all that stuff, modeling, which was really weird. I saw my first breasts when I was 5. It was awesome. And everything's downhill from there for me. No, but yeah, she was my biggest inspiration, and I know she's super proud looking down and, you know, knowing that I never gave up. You know, I kept doing what I love to do, because to be honest, I really don't know how to do much else. I mean, I just learned how to do my own laundry about 2 years ago. It's pretty sad. So this is what I love, and it's all because of her. So
I was gonna also say, in this documentary, we had the chance to go to each of our hometowns, and we got so much footage from that. There were so many things that this the final version that you'll see that's going to come out the end of January, theatrical release in the States, and then in February, everywhere else, Europe and everywhere else. But from that, it was very hard. We had about, I think, like 6 to 8 different takes different edits that we got down to this final version. But just recently, a couple of days ago, we all approved some extra footage, some bonus footage for the DVD. Which is going to be really cool because it's, like I said, there was just so much great stuff that we just couldn't fit all in just, you know, within 2 hours. Or probably within like 5 hours. Probably you guys would have been bored as hell. But there's a lot of great stuff. So definitely get the DVD as well.
Yeah, the first edit was 3 hours, and then we got it down to 2 hours. But all the good stuff we had to shave off will be in the DVD.
I was gonna share something really fast. My dad worked at IBM for like 33 and a half years. And every day he would work under like this 2,500-pound ink machine. That's when ink existed. And so every day he'd come back from work and he would get home about 13 minutes after 5 every day. And I would be coming in from school, I have to do my homework right away. I'd watch DuckTales or something like that. And then every time I'd sit by the door and I'd wait for him, and he'd come in and he'd take his steel-toed boots off, and he'd look down at me and he'd say, "Get your mitt." And so that's my baseball mitt. So we would go out and pass until it got dark, until Mom had dinner ready. So that's like a fond memory that as a child, and now I get to do that with my boy. So.
All right, next question.
I was really preparing
Upstairs.
to say that because I did not want to cry.
Hi guys.
I was like,
Hey guys.
it's like, where's Waldo?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hi guys, I'm Soraya from Portugal. And I just wanted to know, we saw in the clip that you were in London for a few weeks, just yourselves, and that even after 20 years, you still were learning new things about each other. So I wanted to know what were like your favorite things about each other that you found out in your time in London.
I want to. It was 22
Somebody
days.
passed on that. When we got to London, actually, we all got there at separate times. And we all had to pick new bedrooms. That was the fun process. Actually,
We were
Brian-
staying in the same house. Go ahead.
Yep. Actually, Brian and I got there first. And I was going to let Kevin have the master room so he just came back. He's the oldest. But Brian snuck in there and got it before.
I was like, hell no.
Not happening on my watch.
And I was like, damn, I
I'll tell you where to go watch it.
We found out from you over breakfast, some really good news about your second little boy.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sitting there having breakfast. These guys are having mimosas. Brian's making some kick-ass scrambled eggs and
Breakfast burritos.
breakfast burritos over here. And we had a little group prayer and a little toast, and Howie went up for a second toast, and we all just kind of looked at him and we're like, oh shit. That's a good thing. Sure enough. Like, that's awesome to get to experience that together as a group. You know, stuff like that's just awesome.
For me, I feel like, you know, we know each other really well, you know, almost too well sometimes. And I feel like it wasn't necessarily, I mean, I think we learned some new stuff about one another, but it really was all about just having time together, you know, with just the five of us. You know, life is moving so fast, you know, people have families now, and, you know, it becomes harder to, you know, so in a lot of ways it was like training camp, you know, you're kind of forced to go into and be together, and that's when, you know, magical things happen. And, you know, this is a bond that has, you know, withstood the test of time for the past 23, 24 years, you know, and it was important, you know, to get us back in there, especially Kevin, he had just come back again, and, you know, we needed, in a lot of ways, actually, now that I think about it, we had to get to know Kevin again, in a lot of ways, you know, and so we learned that, but really it was kind of like getting on a bike again. But I do want to say something, I don't want to bring the mood down, but I got the shit end of the stick because I was, I'm the youngest of the group, and I got this loft, okay? I had no air conditioning, but I was very fortunate to be able to spend a lot of time because Q was right downstairs in that loft with me. So we were able to have quality time, which is what I was getting at.
Oh, don't worry. He made up for it. He had 5 maids cleaning up after him in the kitchen every day.
And
learned about each other's
Brian brought his tea. Brian brought his tea. So, yep.
We learned about each other's cooking habits, cleanliness habits, all that stuff really quickly within that week there of cooking breakfast in the mornings before going to sessions.
And 20 mornings out of 22, I woke up and Nick and I were spooning, so. Just for some reason, he found his way down, and he was like,
He wakes up and he's like,
That's a great photo for all of us.
You woke up, you said, where's your hand? You said, between two pillows. Between two friends. Those aren't pillows.
hello.
Oh. Hi.
Hi,
Hola.
my name